Hello, welcome back. I'm going to do another 8-inch plume with the new Vivid Intense colors, and I'm going to use Indian Yellow, Mars Violet, Alizarin Rose. I feel like I need to add a different color. Let me not. And this custom blue that I would say is kind of like a indanthrine blue with a smidge of a hint of violet, maybe more of an indigo color. Anyway, I mixed this custom color on the video where I previewed the colors for you. So if you want to see what that process was like, you can check out that video. I know it's a mix of phthalo blue from Colourarte, deep violet, deep violet and phthalo blue. I want to say it's probably like 2.5 parts deep violet to 1 phthalo blue. And this is still really thick. This is citrine, no, this is amber wing. I wanted to use this one for some shimmer because I also need to use it up, but it's also really thick. So I may thin it out a little bit or use something else. I really want to use it, but if I thin it out, it's going to have a lot of bubbles. So I'm going to add a little Sonja to it and very gently stir it. Unfortunately, that does not mean it won't have bubbles. So let's see. If not, I love colors like this and Firefly and colors like that that have a color shift, but they're kind of a muted, calm, transparent color, because you can use them sort of like you would an interference color, but they also have a hint of color themselves, so they're a lot of fun. So I added some Sonja. It's still a little bit thick, but it's better. So what I'm gonna do is put the lid on and I'm gonna whack it on the counter a couple times. Pop those bubbles, at least some of them, for your listening pleasure. Hopefully that helped a little bit. Anyway, using an 8-inch MDF, I'm using Valspar 2000 and Eggshell as my pillow. Still have a lot of bubbles in here. It's better than it was. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to do so much better about mixing up and using old paint. Okay, so the Vivid Intense are fluid acrylics from Colourarte. They're fantastic. I mixed them the way I mix all of my normal fluid acrylics for blooms. So this particular batch is mixed with Bare, Untinted, Dynasty, and Sonja. I do have a mixing video in pretty much every video, so that you can refer to that if you need to, where I show kind of what I use as a general guide for bloom ingredients. In that video, I think I used Sherwin-Williams Infinity Gold, also great for blooms. So don't forget, you can save 20% on anything on the Colourarte website with my code, Mandy1120. It's in the description box. I mix my cell activator for blooms with Australian Floetrol. I get that from Pixel Paint Designs. And there's also a 10% discount code in the description box for you. So there's a lot of good stuff in the description box. Don't hesitate to take a gander at it. I think I told you this is Valspar 2000 and Eggshell. It's a little thick from when we got some wintry weather here. You know, for Texas it was just cold, but all of my paints that were mixed up at the time got thick, and some of them got so thick that they didn't like spread out normal, so that was weird. And so yeah, we're gonna do this one really quick. Hopefully it's successful, because I only have time for it to be super fast. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I don't know when this video is actually going to come out, so like I don't know what things to tell you about, you know what I mean? I started a new geode. That's probably not going to get finished before this comes out. It is a diptych, and it is on, I think, two 11 by 14 inch panels, and it's green and kind of a pearl color. So I'm currently trying to decide what kind of accents. I got this really cool green glitter that's like this bluish green, and I want it to work. I kind of picked green so I could use it. It's funny, right? Pick a main color based on what you want to do in a glitter line. Okay, so this is Indian Yellow. This is such a cool shade of Indian Yellow. It's a little bit more orange than like the golden version. I dig it, I really do. Okay. And then I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of this here. And then I'm gonna probably have to pop some bubbles because they are aplenty, like that one right there. So that is, I may add some golden maple to this mix. I don't know. Who knows what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I think next I'm gonna put some Alizarin rose down. I really love this color. I think it is a beautiful reddish pink. So nice. When you first look at it in the bottle, it doesn't look very rose. Like, it looks just like a bright red, like almost like a primary red, which I'm not wild about primary red. Or just regular, no, I'm sorry, that's not true. Like I don't know if you've ever seen Golden's magenta. Not quinacridone magenta, just magenta. That's kind of what it looks like at first, but then when you see it, you're like, oh no, it's like a beautiful reddish pink, you know? So this is Mars Violet, and I'm gonna squeeze in some more of this Amber Wing before we get too close to the top. And where's my thingamajigger? There's definitely some bubbles in there. I'm just trying to make sure they're not going to be like the detrimental kind. So a little bit more Mars Violet up here. And then we're going to use our custom color. Now I know it seems like we covered up the Indian Yellow, but I think it's going to come through as we blow. So this is our custom blue, which looks very similar to Indigo or an Indanthrine blue with a little bit, tiny bit more of a purple tint. Now, it doesn't really look purple, but maybe like a blue violet. I hate to use that comparison because most people who paint, you hear blue violet and they think of Amsterdam blue violet, which is purple. You know what I mean? So we're going to use a white cell activator. I just mixed it today. It is 3 to 4 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part M Gram titanium white. Usually I do a pretty straight 3 to 1 ratio, but my paint was a little thick today. Again, probably weather related. So here we go. I just did one before this that turned out really good, so I'm really hoping that it's going to be like a streak and that this one is also going to be really good. Okay. Make sure y'all can see before I put my big old head right in your way. Okay, looks like it. I have a bunch of paint right here on this puppy pad. All right. I really messed that up right there. Oh well. Uh-oh. I really screwed this up. I shouldn't have told you guys that I was like on a roll or whatever. I think it's because I missed a spot and I went a different direction. Hold on. No, that may not work. Hold on, let me let this middle get some action. There's way too much left in the middle, but I really screwed up this part pretty bad. Let me see. I mean, there's some redeeming parts for sure, but it's a turkey baster, by the way. I'm just trying to break up the middle where it's got too much cell activator. I do dig my custom blue. It's beautiful. And it looks really cool with the Indian yellow peeking through with some of these cells, just like I thought it would, for the record. Okay. Okay, let's see. That was my dog, sorry. Shaking her ears. So when you don't blow things out well and you're trying to make up the slack, you kind of want to find a part of your cell activator that you can catch and then blow out. That's what I'm trying to do, but you can't always do that. Yeah. So far, it's not working out. So what I'm going to try to do is enhance the edges a little bit just to compensate for the parts that are not as beautiful as we would like. And we're just going to go for it because I don't really have time to be messing with it at this point. That wasn't the best thing I could have done here. There either. Sometimes I overthink this process. This part is the part that's going to be funky looking, so it's where we're going to need to be a little bit more creative and try to draw attention away from all of that wackadoo stuff. Same thing with this. Let's see. That may not go well. Okay. Let's see. And I'm going to just pop surface level bubbles and give it a shot. There's still too much in the middle here, but let's see how we do. There's enough pillow paint though that even though I did not do a great job on the blowout, it might get close enough to the edge where it won't be a problem. So let's see. Pop a couple bubbles. This part looks wild, but ideally, if you're going to mix up paint and you're going to thin it out and you're going to do all of those things, you should let it sit a little bit longer after that so that you don't have those annoying bubbles that kind of ruin things for you. But I don't have time for that today, so we get annoying bubble town. Sorry if you hear my neighbor's dog. It cries all the time even though nothing's happening to it. It's a sweet dog. It doesn't like to be left outside. What's really cool is when you see this custom blue, oh, I just got white paint all over my shirt. When you see this custom blue stretch out over that Mars Violet, it makes the most beautiful shade of purple, especially because you've got that Alizarin rose underneath. It's really very cool. And this is an ugly bubble. And it's like I think I pop bubbles along the way and then we get this far and I'm like, what in the heck? Okay. These are beautiful colors together. I hope that I can make something pretty out of this, even though the blow was a bit sketchy. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but just know that we don't hurt our doggies, and they're not hurting theirs either. Just sounds like it. What happens is they let the dog out, and the dog cries like, let me in, but it's real pitiful about it. So the first time it happened, we thought something was happening. We were like, what's going on? But it's just the dog taking a stand, wanting to be back inside. Okay. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I can save this one. Ooh. There's a globby over here. I don't know. But I don't have time to be farting around, so let's see. Let's see. It's really pretty. You know, is it perfect? No. But I probably won't scrape it. I mean, it's an 8-incher. It's not like it's 12-incher. It's just that this part over here is so naked. It has no cells. If I could get this like here-ish, I think I would be happy. So let's try. See how far we can spread out the lacing and the cells. It's a little better. It's growing on me. It's really not getting there though. But I think my custom blue is pretty delicious. What do y'all think? And I kind of just kept playing with it until I got a color I wanted. I think I can live with this. What do you guys think? Is this a deal breaker? I think if I displayed it on an easel or something, I would display it with this part at the bottom, so it kind of looked like maybe I did that on purpose, even though we all know I did not. It can be our secret though. All right, let me give it a couple more swings around the fence and then I'll show you the close-up. And that'll be fun. I wish you guys could see the view that I have where you can see how this blue interacts with so many of these colors and creates like such a cool like secondary color. No, that's not the right word for it, but it's really neat. I think that's the best I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna bring you down for a close-up. I'm gonna clean up my mess. And, you know, I'll call it a win. It's not as good as my last one, but the colors are spectacular. So as far as you seeing the colors in action, it was a good demonstration. Okay, let me bring you down. All right, so here we are. Colors are so pretty. This is the funky part. But what's amazing is we have all this shimmer and all we added was one pigment. Pretty cool. And this is what I mean about the amber wing. You see how it creates that like pinkish red shift without like blocking out the color. Yeah, so I dig this one. It's not my fave, but I like it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.